1 in 5 people don't know anything about their parents before they became parents. And 45% of people learn more about their family history from photos and keepsakes that they find in the house.
I saw a photo of my mom in a wedding dress and my grandma's like, "Oh, your mom was married before. You didn't know that?" It's like, sure didn't.
Sitting down and having conversations and telling stories with family isn't really happening as much today. It is definitely on the decline. My mother passed away in 2009. I was thinking about my mother and had conversations with my kids. I'm like, "Hey, do you remember Grandma?" And they were like, "No." It wasn't even 10 years later, and I felt like her legacy was vanishing. And so that really sparked the idea on, we need to create something for that, and that's when the journey to My Legacy began. My Legacy is a first of its kind online personal storytelling platform.
It's really capturing authenticity. It's capturing what a person feels, believes, values, and whether that's in words or photos with captions and stories associated with it.
Big reason why this platform is important is to pass down those stories through the course of generations so people can know where they came from, not just ethnically or ancestry, but the stories that you listen to and you hear and you go, that's why I am the way I am.
Things that really matter needs to be kept in a nice sacred location. And that's how I view this platform to be, a nice sacred treasure chest.
My Legacy is meant to be fully user controlled. You control your privacy settings. If you're writing a story and it's deeply personal to you that you don't want to share, but you want to be able to capture that thought or experience, you would check off private, for just me.
Or you can open them up to a broader audience. Everybody has triumphs as well as struggles, and some of them you want to share and some of them you don't.
We're gonna help you along. We're gonna prompt you. We're gonna have story starters that say, hey, what was your favorite family tradition growing up and where did that come from? And all you have to do is answer the question, and now you've relayed your story.
This isn't just for one group. This is for all ages. You might be in your younger years and you want to capture your journey. You might be in your 40s and raising children, or you might be in your senior sunset years where you feel more reflective of your journey and your time and what rich types of information and stories could you pass down to the younger generations.
I mean, I wish I would have had something like this when I was in my 20s and going through this journey of being in new cities and adapting who I was.
You're preserving value and preservation of culture and past lessons and wisdom to learn from and carry with you.
And when you write it, when you document it, when you share it, you will never realize the importance of it until you go back to it many years later, because the person who wrote it is very different from the person who's reading it or the person who's going back to it.
I will say that I feel that our family in particular is richer for being able to tell a story that goes back, it's only 2 or 3 generations, and having it someplace where you can show it to other people.
When I think about what I want to leave to my children, the best legacy I can provide to them is my story. My story is my legacy, and something that they will be able to go back to and appreciate long after I'm gone.